Oh my God. Whose idea was it to put out season 2 of what is undoubtedly the worst show to release in the last decade? I'd like to know. Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you like to know that Severance, aka suckiness, the worst thing that I have seen since Lost, and that's saying something, has somehow been thrust back onto my television set by way of Apple TV greenlighting season 2 of a show that never should have had a season 1. I mean, just the concept, absolutely ridiculous that you're going to separate yourself when you're at work to when you're at home. I don't know what's wrong with you people that you would want to do this. I have the best job in the world. I get to come on YouTube. I get to tell you the truth about every single piece of media out there. I'll tell you whether it's great, I'll tell you whether it sucks, and you can damn sure bet that no matter what my opinion is, it is the most honest, it is the most truthful thing you will ever hear on this platform. You see, I'm not one of these clowns that comes out here and asks you to smash the like button and make sure you subscribe because it really helps me out in the algorithm. I'm not one of these sheep saying, but before we get to that, here's a word from today's sponsor. No, you get 1000% authenticity here. And as part of said authenticity, you're going to hear things you don't like. Case in point, Severance Season 2 is a sack of complete dog shit that I wouldn't recommend to your worst enemy. It is something that when you're sitting through it, every scene, every moment that any of these dim-witted, knuckle-dragging apes who have IQs lower than room temperature with the air conditioning on makes you question humanity, makes you question how people could write these caricatures, these jokes that they're representing and trying to pass off as real people with trauma. Let me tell you something here. This isn't real, and it ain't trauma. Nothing about this show screams authentic to me. It's all phoned in. It's complete fabrication. It's a facade. You could tell the characters, the actors playing them, they're in it just for the money, and the characters are so poorly written that there was never any real maneuverability there for the actors to lend them any credence whatsoever. It's a joke. It's a bad joke. And you get these people online trying to dive into the Severance lore, right? Trying to pick apart what Lumen is and trying to figure out what the macro data refinement is actually up to. And then you get the closeted gay men who are in it for Bert and Irv, hoping that, Team Bert and Team Irv are going to get back together because they want to, for some reason, see two 70-year-old men engage in a sex scene. I don't know. That's between them and their wives. Okay? Have fun at the divorce proceedings after your fiance or your wife walks in to you having your pants hanging around your ankles, cranking one out to Christopher Walken, all right? That's between you, your lawyer, and your wife. But the one thing that I can tell you is this. There's nothing captivating here, okay? They drag everything out. The first season moved so slow, I would have rather watched a snail. I would have rather watched a slug navigate a salt maze than sit here through the boring, pedantic, overexposed dialogue of Severance, where they're trying to figure out things that we, the viewer, figured out 2 episodes ago. It's trash writing. There's red herrings all over the white walls of Lumen. And of course, you get the 11th hour twist, which at the end of the day may as well be a midnight knockout blow, because this show and the aforementioned twist put me to sleep right after I got done laughing my ass off. There's nothing redeeming here. Don't waste your time. Look into an actually good show. A show that is defying all expectations. A show that only I could recommend that you check out immediately. Game of Thrones, Season 8. The best television has to offer.